Uche's sample views of a cross-section of FCT residents on what government can do to reduce cases of violation of human rights.
From homes down to learning institutions to work institutions, people cry about the violation of their rights every day. Violation of human rights are of different kinds, such detentions without trial, execution, assassination and torture.
A moment to stand up for the human rights of everyone, everywhere. We must revitalize the Universal Declaration and ensure its full implementation to face the new challenges of today and tomorrow.
It's barbaric and it's not acceptable by law. People need to, whatever situation it is, properly. Because the person you are taking the jungle justice against may be innocent. He may be at a place at the wrong time. So the law is totally against jungle justice.
But how can Nigeria move up to the map to be part of countries of the world where human rights are constantly not abused?
My call to action for human rights, launched 3 years ago in this chamber, is the blueprint. Human rights are not a luxury that can be left until we find a solution to the world's other problems.
Inasmuch as violation of human rights happen everywhere in the world, experts say it will be unique if Nigeria set example by respecting laws that have to do with violation of human rights. Sophia Uche, NTA News.
Trade Union Congresswomen from 36 states and the FCT have converged on the nation's capital city to chart a way forward following the 2023 International Women's Day with the theme Digital Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. Hawa Gimba completes the reports.
Women in recent times have made significant progress in many areas since the last International Women's Day celebration in several areas, of which is through promoting gender equality as well as women participation in leadership. Deliberating on the 2023 theme, Digital Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality, guest speaker Silk Ugwa Obo, an associate professor of political communication, School of Media and Communication from Lagos, says, with technology, women can venture into entrepreneurship program.
This is a very important conversation to have. Women have all it takes to participate in the digital space.
Chairperson, Trade Union Commission Hafsat Shuaibu said innovation and technology is a driving force in Nigeria's global economy. Hence, women should ensure they key into innovation and technology.
The space is actually still small. We have just a third of women in the technology and science. We need a space.
Nigerian women should wake up, especially the young generation. It's not an issue of using your phone. Most of the time we are pressing the phone. We should be very innovative.
President, Trade Union of Nigeria, Comrade Festus Osifo, says women in technology struggle to balance the demand of the career. Hence, addressing the challenges is a collective effort.
So it's all about celebration. And also, we take the avenue as well to discuss about the theme of this year's event. Because for us, we must be able to break whatsoever barriers that are limiting women. An urgent need for a deliberate policy to help women shatter this ceiling.
The 2023 International Women's Day celebration by members of the Trade Union Women Congress is marked to encourage women to build themselves by attending training, seminars, as well as learning new technologies and to be more innovative in whatever they do. Hawa Gimba, NTA News.
The management of NTA Channel 5 continues to receive a pat on the back in discharging its social responsibility from the FCT Muslim Congress during a Kutsa visit. Aisha Bashir reports.
The FCT Muslim Congress, whose mandate is to set agenda to promote humanity, open to Muslims and non-Muslims, is visiting Channel 5 to align with the station as they share a common vision. Secretary of the organization, Abdul Sahur, says NTA has over time united the nation through her content and collaboration with the station. The group will assist the organization to achieve her target of promoting religious tolerance.
Appreciates the relationship over time that has been established. First, I must say that we as an organization championing the cause of virtues, enjoining what is good and forbidding evil.
The general manager NTA Channel 5, Paul Ate, who was elated for the visit, encouraged the organization never to relent in promoting brotherhood. He promised to partner with the organization in achieving peaceful coexistence in the country. Aisha Bashir, NTA News.
The Nigerian Association of Women Journalists, NAWOJ, is aligning with the National Broadcast Commission's global drive of transmitting from analog to digital technology. To this end, the FCT chapter of NAWOJ has commenced a program to equip women of the profession with new skills in digital technology. Odiri Oburu Arutere reports.
The 2023 theme for International Women's Day, Digital Innovation and Technology for Gender Inequality, emphasizes the need for women journalists to be digitally inclined. Digitization offers a more global and professional outreach, and for the journalism profession, the training program is coming at a crucial time when it is necessary to aid in effective discharge of their duties and also help push the cause for gender equality.
Whatever beat a woman is given, it is expected that she should be able to deliver when it comes to the new technology. She shouldn't be left behind.
Guest speaker and first female Director News and Current Affairs, FROCN, Husseina Akali, said in order to get women and young girls in the profession to attain a high level of gender equality, it is important for them to embrace digital innovation and acquire technological skills, and this can only start from the grassroots level.
About equality, we want to match the men one for one in digital innovation.
Whatever body shape you have, the long process of being all you need to do is believe in yourself.
Members of the association say the 2023 theme of Digital Innovation and Technology for Gender Inequality is apt towards effective reportage. In Abuja, Odiri Ogboru, Arutere, NTA News.
You're watching the NTA News at 1. And still to come. Advocacy to improve the quality of education is receiving a boost as FCT Universal Basic Education Board monitors unified examination. This and more when we return.
Relive your delightful moments via a telecast. Tell the world what gave you your happiness or pains, and for the how, where, and why. Share your joys of coronation, chieftaincy orders, engagement parties, traditional wedding ceremonies, weddings fatiha, nikah, naming ceremony church programs, housewarming, inaugurations, award nights, school and social events, or moments of grief like burial ceremonies with many others. Don't let your events pass and your story not be told on Memories every Saturday, 7:30 p.m. on this station. Memories, making your events memorable.
Thanks for staying with us. The World Health Organization reports that 4.2 million people globally are visually impaired. 57% of these people, optometrists say, have refractive error which can be corrected if they seek professional help early. This came to the fore at the 2023 World Optometrics Day. Serafina Okon-Omekwe reports that the event began with a sensitization walk.
The awareness work began with cacophony of sounds and artistic displays by these medical professionals and the jesters, with one sole message of abstinence from self-medication when there is an infection in the most important organ of the body, which they say is the window to the body and the world. These trained eye physicians say they are committed to changing the narrative in advancing its quest to accessible and affordable eye care in Nigeria. From Banex Junction, they terminated the sensitization work at Wuse Market, where they took out time to educate the people on the importance of eye care.
You see some people, when they have any eye infection, they go to a chemist shop to go and buy some medications. By so doing, that means you want to make yourself to have a visual impairment or possibly cause blindness to your eye. And most at times you see people when they have gotten to the age of 40 years, if they have problem reading tiny prints, you see them going to the marketplace to go and buy pairs of glasses to be using. By so doing, that causes a lot of problem to the eye.
Ranging from drugs, ranging from breast milk, sugar, application into the eyes. In fact, in this jet age, it can surprise you to see that there are still people that present and say, no, something was wrong with my eye and they told me to put sugar and salt into my eyes. So there's a whole lot of things that people do that are damaging to the eyes.
The FCT chapter chairman of the Nigerian Optometric Association of Nigeria said the essence of the work is to reduce the burden of blindness.
And then without your vision, your productivity is cut short. We do not want that to happen. And that's why we are trying to change the narrative so that productivities can get better.
The 2023 theme is expanding optometry's role. The time is now. In Abuja, Serafina Okon Omikwe, NT News.
And still talking health, World Health Organization statistics reveal that more than 74 million lives were saved by global efforts to end tuberculosis. 10.6 million fell ill, while 1.6 million died of the disease in 2021. Hence, the World Tuberculosis Day is observed annually on March 24 to raise awareness about TB and efforts to end the global pandemic. Cecilia Julius reports that the theme of this year is Yes, We Can End TB.
Tuberculosis is one of the world's deadliest infectious killers. Global efforts to combat TB have saved an estimated 74 million lives since year 2000. However, the COVID-19 pandemic, continental conflicts, and socio-economic inequities have reversed the fight. Therefore, the need to end this growing disease. What then is TB and what are possible ways to end this killer?
Tuberculosis is an infection caused by a bacteria called Mycobacterium tuberculosis. It affects any part of the body, but it mostly affects the lung, and it is transmitted by hair. When you breathe in an hair that came out from somebody that has tuberculosis, then you are at the risk of being infected with tuberculosis. It usually presents with cough, persistent cough, which may be associated with fever, usually at night with night sweats, and then difficulty in breathing, and there is also associated weight loss. And then some people, because of the destruction that is going on in the lung, may develop maybe coughing out block, which we call hemoptysis.
What steps should those infected take to eradicate the ailment?
When somebody presents with symptoms that suggest tuberculosis, first thing to do is to do a screening. Screening test, like I mentioned, could start from doing a TST, which is the tuberculin test. Then you may need to submit your sputum for checking, which they will check for the presence of the tuberculosis in the sputum. After confirmation of the diagnosis, treatment is free. What we need to do more is let people be aware that this cough is treatable, is curable. And number two is that to remove the stigma looking at people that have tuberculosis, majority of people don't want to come out because they think it's a death sentence. They think it's an incurable disease that they have tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is curable.
With individual, collective, and global efforts, the theme for the year, Yes, We Can End TB, will be achieved and sustained. Cecilia Julius, NTA News.
And from health to education, the advocacy to improve the quality of teaching and learning, especially in public school, is gradually receiving desired attention as the FCT Universal Basic Education Board Unified Examination seems to have been adopted by the board to address the challenge. Aisha Obali monitored an inspection exercise by the board to some secondary schools in the FCT.
The first point of call, JSS Jabi saw students trying to see they do justice to questions set by the board and mainly answering questions based on what they have been taught. But in the past, that was not the case as students were meant to write examinations at the end of the term set by their various schools. And in the wisdom of the board, how can teachers be made to up their game and keep them on their toe? This bettered the unified examination which monitors and ensures teachers of junior secondary schools in the FCT cover their syllabus each term.
They monitor the progress of the teachers by ensuring that all the syllabus are being covered. And it has improved from our students' rating.
Introduced last session, the unified examination seems to have come to be, defining structures in some of the schools, but one observation that could not be ignored is the sitting arrangement at the examination halls in most schools, as well as the structure at JSS Kubwa.
And we believe by next time you'll see a different school structure. That's from the PTA. And we are equally liaising with the board. For the areas they can equally help us.
We're sitting for the process. Some of them now broke their chairs. If not, the board supplies with most 5 sets.
So by seeing this and seeing the video, how the children are writing exam, I think there will be no doubt, even from the parents.
The journey, which started from JSS Jabi to JSS Life Camp and terminated at JSS Kubwa, the board says is a continuous one until improvement in the quality of education is achieved in the FCT. In Abuja, Aisha Obali, NTA News.
And on business news, here again is Aisha Obali.
The market capitalization of the Nigerian Exchange Limited continued to appreciate at the close of trading on Wednesday. Hello and thank you for joining us on Business News. My name is Tessie Omeri. The federal government on Wednesday commenced the enforcement of the petroleum measurement regulations as well as 5 other laws in the midstream and downstream oil sectors. Disclosing this through the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority during the official unveiling of the 6 laws by the governing board of the NMDPRA in Abuja on Wednesday, the government warned operators that it will go after anyone who breaks the new laws. The governing board chairman, NMDPRA, Idare Gugu Organ, said the authority will ensure that the laws were strictly complied with to effectively grow the revenue generated from the oil industry. The Federal Executive Council on Wednesday approved the sum of 453.90 billion naira for the procurement of rolling stock, operation and maintenance equipment for the Kano-Maradi standard gauge rail line, currently under construction. The amount also includes 510.93 million naira meant for procurement of 4 customized fire service search and rescue vans in seaports at Port Harcourt, Lagos Port Complex, Tinkan Island Port, and the Marina headquarters of the Nigerian Ports Authority. The Minister of Transportation, Muazu Sambo, disclosed this to State House correspondents after this week's council meeting chaired by President Muhammadu Buhari at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. Also speaking was the Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Mohammed Abubakar, who said his ministry secured the council's approval for a revised 2022 National Agricultural Seed Policy Memo. The market capitalization of the Nigerian Exchange Limited has continued to appreciate at the close of trading on Wednesday. The all-share index moved 30 base points to 54,936.11 from 54,906.68 recorded on Tuesday. The market cap moved to 29.927 trillion naira at the close of trading, a 0.06% appreciation. A total of 134,150,558 shares worth 1.330 billion naira were exchanged in 2,479 deals on the trading floor. The Niger Delta Development Commission has affirmed its commitment to pursuing public-private partnership arrangements to drive development in the Niger Delta region. Speaking during an executive management and staff meeting at the Commission's headquarters in Port Harcourt, the NDDC Managing Director, Dr. Samuel Ogbuku, said that a summit was in the offing to enable stakeholders explore opportunities for collaboration. And to other matters, days have turned to weeks and gradually into months, with large queues seen at different commercial banks in the FCT. Many are still lamenting over the non-availability of both the new and old Naira notes for economic and financial transactions.
For this senior citizen, the constant long queues at the bank is unacceptable, which according to him has posed health challenge for him and strain in obtaining cash to fend for his family.
I can't imagine me doing transactions and I cannot have cash to do the transactions. And they tell us over the news that old currency is now about over 200 people have entered, coming out without nothing.
Since morning number 90, for more than 2 hours they've not called to call, and they are smuggling in their people inside. So it's not fair. In fact, it has not been easy. Since morning 5 a.m. I've been here. We don't have access to the bank. You can see everybody outside.
So people will be sick. Doctors will not collect transfer. Even the transfer, the network is not going. They cannot work on network for people to live a better life. They are saying cashless economy. People send money, their money will be hanging. Some persons now, they don't know where their money is. You go to the bank will tell you that their money is not there.
These aggrieved citizens are calling on government and bank authorities to avert further damage as well as prefer workable solutions to the financial strain.
And that's it on Business News. The news continues in just a moment.
That was Tessie Omerion Business News and not Aisha Obali as earlier announced. And up next is sports.
The Super Eagles of Nigeria, who are currently unbeaten on home turf since 2021, will this Friday look to maintain same stand as they go against Guinea-Bissau in the AFCON qualifiers encounter later today. Match, which is scheduled for 5 p.m. Nigerian time, looks to host great stars around the continent to include Victor Osimhen, Wilfred Ndidi, Alex Iwobi, Captain Ahmed Musa, amongst others. Elsewhere, the Nigeria Women's Football League have slammed 1 million naira on Royal Queens following the unruly behavior by the team and general manager during a match encounter against Niger Rattles at the Old Parade Ground, Abuja on March day 10. This action took place when the center referee awarded a penalty against the visitors at 78 minutes when the game was 1-1 draw. In line with Article 14.8 of the NWFL, 3 points were awarded Niger Rattles plus 3 goals as against Royal Queens. Still talking football, Tottenham's Harry Kane broke England all-time goal record 54 in 88 match after scoring from the spot kick against Italy Thursday night in Euro 24 qualifiers opener. Kane now surpassed former England star and legend Wayne Rooney, 53. Similarly, living legend Cristiano Ronaldo broke all-time men's international caps record 197 at 38 after equaling Kuwait's Badr Al-Mutawa when his team lost to Morocco last outing at the World Cup.
And now a recap of the major stories. FCT Security Task Force has commenced another phase of show of force around the nation's capital boundary communities. And FCT Universal Basic Education Board has monitored the unified examinations in the territory aimed at improving the quality of education in public schools. And that's the news. We thank you for watching. Have a very good afternoon.